All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Racha Kodash, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I'm going to go into this topic, all right, really centered around this precept here, Matthew 10 and 16. All right, and, I'll start off with this, and wherever the Spirit takes it, we'll go with that, go with the flow. All right, but, basically, like I titled it, Spiritual Survival Tactics, because, this verse right here is key to that. All right, what Yahweh Shai said, which we bring out, often, we will quote it or we'll bring it out. All right, as to how we should move, or the mindset we should have, okay, concerning this ministry and how we act and behave in our lives. Okay, but it's good to actually understand. All right, sometimes you just have to sit down, meditate, and research, look into why. All right, because the Lord used certain key words in here. All right. See, when the Lord gave his parables and his analogies, he wasn't just throwing out random words here and there, or just saying things because they sounded like they made sense. No, there's a reason why he compared certain behaviors to certain animals, like the serpents and doves and wolves and sheep. Okay, all these different things were for a reason. Okay, if you have faith as a seed of as a grain of a mustard seed, So let's get into this real quick. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 6. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." All right, so the Yahweh Shai, all right, was telling his disciples, which, applies to us today, all right, because we are those disciples coming back again. But he said what? He sends us forth as sheep in the midst of wolves, okay? And so the Lord understood, and that's why when you read in his prayer in John the 17th chapter, all right, which I'm gonna pull up real quick. All right, he said that what? He prayed to the Father that the Father shouldn't take us out of the world. Let's see if it pops up. Yep, John 17, verse 15. It says here, "I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil." So the Lord was praying for our protection. Why? Because the world is evil. Okay, we're literally in the midst, all right, in the valley of the shadow of death. Okay, we're what? We're surrounded by wolves. Okay, we are in the land of our captivity, meaning those who have us captives are those that represent the wolves. And us, we represent the sheep. Now, when you look at the characteristics of a sheep, look, a sheep can't go up against a wolf, all right, head to head. Okay, so the best thing for the sheep to do is to what? To make sure it doesn't come in sight, all right, of the wolves, or to provoke those wolves, because they could easily kill the sheep, But really dealing with this second part is what I want to go into. So it says what? "Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." Okay. So the Lord said you got to be wise as serpents. Now, why did the Lord compare, all right, wisdom, all right, or being wise to a serpent? Okay, what is it about a serpent, all right, that prompted the Lord to put it within his comparison? All right, so let's read this word for wise. It says here in the Greek, phronemos.
Strong's G 5429. Phronimos.
Okay, so it says intelligent, wise, prudent, i.e. mindful of one's interest. Salakia. So the Lord says what? We have to be intelligent, wise, prudent. All right, let's look that word up. Matter of fact, let's do it in the online etymology. Prudent. All right, so this is prudent. It says with knowledge, deliberate, knowing, skilled, sagacious, which I'm gonna look that up too. But hey, we're gonna get a lot from this word here. All right, circumspect. Now I believe when you read in the book of Josephus, all right, it tells you that Abraham was sagacious. All right, foreseeing. Okay, prudence is foreseeing. All right, contraction of providence. Look ahead, prepare, supply, act with foresight. Okay, from pro ahead plus videre to see. So what? To see ahead. So the Lord said you have to be what? You have to be wise as serpents. When you go into that word wise, which we just read for nemos, all right, which means to what? To be circumspect, to be sagacious, to be skilled, all right, and to be able to see ahead. Meaning what? You think more than you're not just thinking of the now, you're thinking of the steps ahead. Okay, how is what I'm doing now going to affect me in the future? You know, how is cursing out an Edomite at my job and telling him he's an Edomite and he's going to slavery going to affect me in the future? Okay, he's pissing me off. If I curse him out right now and call him an Edomite and tell him all these different things, he's probably going to go and report it to HR. HR is probably going to talk to me. Because they're going to, knowing what the narrative Esau has put on Israelites, they're probably going to fire me. So now I'm going to come back to this moment that I'm in, come back to myself and say, you know what? Let me use wisdom. Let me act like a serpent and let me get out of here, because he can weaponize his skin color and use it against me. He can flip it on me. So instead of giving in, let me think ahead, see how this scenario will play out if I was to give in. How would it play out if I was to lose my cool, knowing that I'm in enemy territory? Okay, maybe it's not the best idea to really feed into this and cause that fire to get bigger. So let me de-escalate the situation. All right, if I have to walk away, all right, or whatever the case may be, to de-escalate the situation. That is how you look ahead. Okay, before you act, you think. How is this the best action to take? All right, run different scenarios, run different simulations in your mind. All right, you want to do something, you're planning to do something tomorrow, today, whatever the case may be, you're not sure about it, you throw up a prayer and you run simulations in your mind. Okay, if I take this route, okay, how is it going to play out? Is there traffic on this route? Do I have to be here at this specific time? Do I have a grace period on my way there? Okay, if not, then I should take the best possible route. Oh, but then do I have to pay toll? You know, all these different things, you have to consider that ahead. Sometimes, you just go with it and deal with it as it comes. But sometimes it's best to think ahead, especially when dealing with Esau, or dealing with being a sheep in the midst of wolves. Okay. Yes, in the spirit we are strong, but right now in our situation, the Lord, due to the curses that are on us, we are the tail. Esau is the head. All right. So you have to really keep that in mind in your every day-to-day actions. Okay. So now let's look up the word sagacious. It says of quick perception, sagacity. Let's look that up. Okay, it says sagacity, keenness of perception, quality of being acute, meaning to be sharp. All right, of quick perception, acute. To sagas, prophetic. Ooh, would you look at that? All right, sagire, to track down, to trace, to seek. Okay. So of animals, meaning acute sense of smell. If an animal has an acute sense of smell, he's basically on some Wolverine type joint, where they can pinpoint exactly what it is. With all the different scents that are in the air, they can lock into one specific scent, all right, and track it and pinpoint it to the exact location, all right. And so the Lord said we have to be wise as serpents, and we have to be able to do that spiritually. Keenness of perception, all right. If you perceive the situation you're in can escalate to a dangerous one, then don't go in that way. All right. These are all things. This is how you as a sheep can take out a wolf. This is how you can be a serpent. All right. Righteously, by using your mind, using your brain, using the common sense the Lord gave you. Don't just act just to act. All right. Impulse acting can get you killed. You have to think. Okay. You have to be brilliant in your ways. You have to be sagacious. Okay. So now going back, all right, to the precept, all right, with the knowledge that we've acquired of it, all right, which there's more, let's apply that now to the concept. And that's why the Lord also said agree with thine adversary quickly. Okay. Because that adversary he's talking about would be the wolf in the situation, and you would be the sheep. Okay, so when he comes up to you, you have to agree with him quickly. Don't upset the wolf, because the wolf is gonna, he's gonna overtake you. He's gonna overcome you. All right. So you have to be blameless, man. So like it says here, be ye therefore wise as serpents. You going into that word wise, we just went into it. All right. Not only to be circumspect of your your surroundings, okay, but to be able to look ahead, to predict different things. If I make this move, is it going to be in the best interest for me or for brothers or for, in general? Okay. Weigh out the different possibilities. And it says harmless as doves. Okay. So you have to look for the best non-violent way as possible. Because the second violence breaks out, the cops are going to be right there. And if they come, you already at a disadvantage just for you being an Israelite in an Edomite society. So you have to really play that in your mind. Now, I found this website here. All right. I'm guessing this guy's a Christian, but nonetheless, he made some good points. All right. Speaking on the why the Lord compared or put the parable with a snake or a serpent. So I'm just gonna read this part here, okay, which is actually pretty you can get some edification from this. So it says here, this is renner.org. It says, first, when serpents, all right, so he's describing the characteristics of snakes or serpents. It says, first, when serpents first move into a new territory, they don't announce their presence. Instead, they lay low, stay quiet, and blend into the environment. In fact, you can walk right past a snake and not even realize it. Snakes have the ability to be nearly invisible. They are designed to be camouflaged. All right. And that's why the Lord said, what? You have to be wise as serpents. Why? Because he's sending us amongst wolves. We are in this world, but we're not of this world. Okay. And we are living amongst our adversaries. So being that we're in the land of our captivity, this isn't our native land. This is the land of our captivity. But the rulers are who? Are our oppressors. All right. Esau. So we have to what? We have to be low key. In your everyday to-day lives, nobody should be able to detect who you are, based on how you move. You should be able to blend in so good that they can't tell. You got to learn how to build your cover, learn how to play the role. Okay. The Lord knows your heart. He knows your mind. Okay. Sometimes you say things just to say it. All right. But it's in the best interest for the situation at the time, man. Christmas comes. Somebody tells you Merry Christmas. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's fine. Oh, Happy New Year. Oh, thank you. Likewise. That's it. Just because somebody says Merry Christmas to you and you say Merry Christmas back does not mean that you're a wicked, evil, demonic person. And the Lord is going to rip your heart out and burn it and cut your head off and pull your eyes out the side. No, because the Lord knows obviously that you're not in that spirit. Okay, but for the sake of being cordial, all right, and not bringing not bringing attention, all right, to an unnecessary, minute, trivial situation, you say what you got to say. Okay, you do what you got to do. You move like a serpent in righteousness, man, so that your presence isn't detected. Okay, it's called being incognito. It says, so like it says here, instead they lay low, stay quiet, and blend into the environment. Why do they do that? Think about this, right? A serpent, it has venom. So a serpent can kill you. Okay. But even though a serpent has the power to kill you with its venom, why does it try to avoid you? Why does it try to stay hidden in the grass and in the trees and all that as long as possible? Why does it first, usually try to slither through the grass away unless it's cornered or it sees an opportunity, then it'll try to defend itself? Why that? Why does it resort to violence, all right, as a last means when it's being pursued? Okay. Because a serpent understands that, you know what? I can kill this human, but my best way to do it is if I use wisdom. If I don't have to attack this person, I'm not going to. Because I'm not. Certain snakes, they might just swallow you whole. But some of them that know that they can't, like a small snake, it can't kill you. I mean, it can't take you on. It's not going to swallow you. It's not going to eat you. What is it going to do? It's going to avoid you because it knows you as a human, you're much bigger than it, and you can possibly put it to death. Okay. So what does it do when it comes into new territory? It stays low key. It blends into the environment. Why? Let's read the next paragraph. This camouflage serves as a protective covering. Okay, and so our camouflage is what? Wisdom. That's why the Lord said, be wise as serpents. Serpents have their, most of them, all right, they obviously they use their common sense, but they use their skin as well. Okay, you have certain snakes that blend in different environments. If it's green, it'll be like on a branch somewhere, twisted on the branch, you know, or in the grass somewhere. If the leaves are brown, sometimes you have certain brown snakes laying in there somewhere. All right, they're waiting for their prey. All right, but they're also avoiding the predator. Okay, so that's their camouflage. Our camouflage is wisdom. Okay, because unless you blow your cover, okay, or the Lord wants your cover to be blown, it won't be blown. So by the words you say and by the way you move, nobody will really be able to tell who you are. They'll think you're just like everybody else. All right. It says the vilest aggressor can walk right past, but the serpent is not noticed because it has blended so well into the landscape. See? So you can have cops walk by you and police and all that walk right by you, all right, and you in your every day-to-day life just moving, okay, and that's not gonna prompt them to come and attack you. You know, you're not gonna be made a target. You got to be a quote unquote law-abiding citizen, so you don't draw attention to yourself. Okay, that camouflage gives the serpent latitude to move about freely as it finds its way around new territory. You know, so you might be driving and you might be speeding a little bit more than the speed limit, so the cop pulls you over, right? Okay, the cop pulls you over, you deal with him cordially. Your license and registration, please. You get it out, you know, give him the stuff. You know, he asks you questions, you answer accordingly. All right, and hey, by the way that you deal with that officer, he might not, you know, he might feel bad. You know, he might not want to straight up give you a ticket or do all these different things. You know, he might just look at it and he won't even run it in the system. He'll probably just look at it, you know, and he'll probably just look at you. All right. And being that you're using wisdom, all right, he'd probably be like, you know what, whatever, I'll let you go today, but just make sure it doesn't happen again. That's using wisdom. That's being wise. However, second scenario, he stops you, you straight up, yo, what you stopping me for? Knowing damn well you going 60 on a whatever, all right, 80 on a whatever, you know. That at that moment you're pouring gasoline on his fire, bro. You know, you blowing into the smoke and you causing that fire. So off the rip, he probably already doesn't like you. You know, especially if he's an Edomite. Okay, so now he's gonna take it. He's gonna run it. He's gonna look for every little thing that he can use to get you. Check it. Oh, and you know you got a criminal record, or you might have done something that has stained your record. Boom! Now he got something. He got something on you. So now when he comes back to your car, he's coming back with the mindset of, oh, okay, so you don't have a clean slate. What can I do to provoke something out of you? You know? So you have to use wisdom in all your ways, man. Just like a snake, all right, will use his skin as cover, okay, and watch out for aggressors. Guess what? You have to use your wisdom as cover and watch out for aggressors, man. It says, as snakes evaluate a new situation, they see what kind of opportunities are in the area. They identify places of shelter. They find hiding places to protect themselves from attack. They observe to see where they can find the easiest prey. So you got it. So that's what you got to plan, man. You know, if you first come into the truth or whatever, knowing that you're an Israelite, all right, and the way the world looks at Israelites is not the scriptures say we're going to be hated for Yahweh's namesake, right? You might go to a job interview, you might have a beard. They might tell you, yo, over here, we can't do that. You know, you got to shave that beard. Or they might ask you why. You know, they might tell you, oh, can you work on such days? No, I don't work on Saturdays. Look, man, that's like it says here, they find hiding places to protect themselves from attack. So applying that to you, you have to think of different excuses, different ways to keep your cover. All right. Okay, bet. You can't. No, sorry, for religious reasons I can't shave off my beard. You know, Oh, why you can't work on the, oh yeah, you know, I'm Jewish. Sorry, yeah. If you can play that because you understand that, you know what, in this society, they reverence Amalek. They put Amalek on a high stool. So if a company that you're working for is an infraction, all right, or violates your religious freedom, they can get into a whole lot of trouble. They're not gonna acknowledge you if you say I'm an Israelite. Oh, what the hell is that? You're Israeli, you're Jewish. That's what they understand. That's the talk that they speak. That's the language they speak. So if you want to be able to have certain privileges, you want to be able to use that wisdom. I'm sorry, I'm Jewish. Yep, I go to the temple on Saturdays. I can't. You know, or that's the Sabbath. I don't work on Saturdays. Knowing damn well the Sabbath, you know, it might fall on a Wednesday. You know, but you use these different excuses or these different hiding places to protect yourself. All right, so that you can still do the work, but you're undetected. All right, because now they look at you funny. You at your job, you know what I mean? They watch the Israelite videos. They see the way that people come and you know the things people say against us. And here it is, you working at the job. They might start cutting your hours. You know, you ask for a day off. No, sorry, can't do that. So you have to use wisdom to keep your cover, man. All right. It says they observe to see where they can find the easiest prey. When all these facts are assimilated, the serpent is ready to act. But this settling in period is a key time for a serpent. And Yahushai, I said Yahushai, it says Jesus here, but we know his name is not Jesus. All right. Said there is wisdom in a serpent's behavior from which we need to learn. You see? And that so you can, yo, man, that's why, look, these animals, these creatures the Lord used, it wasn't for no reason. All right. These are things you have to learn, man. You have to, most of it comes by experience, you know? Oh, I see why I got to do this and do that. You know, it might seem tedious. It might seem like I'm doing too much. I'm doing a lot, but it'll take you far. You know, the scriptures talk about being over righteous. All right. That's just going to put more hell on you. Okay. Why be over righteous when you can use wisdom? All right. The scriptures say, if at all possible, let me get that. Peaceable or be at peace with all men. Yep, Romans 12 verse 18. It says, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Now you read Deuteronomy 7 and 6. The Lord said we're above other nations, but you got to use wisdom, man. Deal fairly, deal accordingly. Live peaceably with all men. Don't start strife. Don't start beef when there's no need for it. That's only going to make your life more hellish, man. Paul said what? All things are lawful for me, but not all things are expedient. Okay? Meaning, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Expedient. Where is this? Yep. 1 Corinthians 6 verse 12. It says here, all things are lawful unto me. Let me read it first. All things are lawful unto me, but all things are not expedient. All things are lawful for me, but I will not be brought under the power of any. So let's go into that word expedient. All right. In the Greek, some pharaoh. Let's read hear that.
Strong's G 4851. Sum pharaoh.
Right, some pharaoh. It says to bear together at the same time, to carry with others, to collect or contribute in order to help, to be profitable, to be expedient. All right. So not all things are helpful. Not all things will benefit or are worthy to be bared at that time. Okay. So you have to assess the situation and deal with it accordingly. All right. With what you know. All right. With past experiences, whether you've had it or you've witnessed another brother go through it, or you've heard it from an elder or whatever the case may be. All right. You got to use your mind. All right. If you can be at peace with certain people, go ahead and do it. You know, you might work with Edomites. Yo, man, use common sense. You know, you might not like the person, but if they haven't done anything where it's crossing the boundaries where you have to react, you can ignore them, or you can just deal with them like everybody else. You don't have to be buddy with them. Okay, but just be cordial. They say good morning. Oh, good morning. How you doing? Oh yeah, you saw the game last night. Yeah, you know that. You know, little whatever, small talk, and you keep it pushing. Okay, and guess what? You can use that to your advantage. Just by using the wisdom, here it is, something might happen, and that Edomite might vouch for you, you know, for you to keep your job, or for you not to get in trouble, or for you to get a promotion. You see, based on how you move, man, because we have that spirit, we have that salt. The Lord is with us, just like Daniel, all right, and all the other Israelites who elevated in certain heathen kingdoms or heathen rulerships. Guess what? It was because of the way they conducted themselves. All right. So you can be in enemy territory and still work your way to a beneficial spot for you based on how you conduct yourself, man. All right. Because if you're being over righteous, you're only going to destroy yourself. You're only going to bring more help. Yes, you can have knowledge. Yes, you know that you're an Israelite. Yes, you know the scriptures. Yes, you know what should be, but what is not right now. Okay. But if you understand why certain things are the way they are, then you can apply that wisdom. You can be patient. You can know how to move. All right. And in turn, you can deal accordingly, man. And that's why, going back to that precept, the Lord said, what? Be wise as serpents and harmless as doves, man. That is a spiritual survival tactic. That'll help you last in the truth. All right. You want to endure unto the end until the Lord says, this is it. I'm gonna blow your cover. Then there's no need for you to do the extraness, man. All right. Because the Lord's going to look at you like there was no need for you to do that. I didn't ask you to do that, you know? And now you asked out. Now you're talking about I'm catching hell, Ak. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. I'm going to end it here. Okay. I just wanted to go into that real quick, that, that precept, that verse right there. All right. Hey, some of these precepts, man, you read them and it's just like, damn, yo, that's like, you got to sit back and just think about it, you know? Sometimes you might be watching Animal Planet, you know, you might be watching how the Lord, you know, how some of these animals react and blend in with their environments, all right, and how it all moves so smoothly, you know. And so you might watch a certain animal, you'd be like, yo, damn, you know, and then the precept will pop into your mind. Oh, it's no wonder the Lord compared us to this. No wonder this is the, you know. So it's all in there, man. That's why it's good to constantly meditate upon these scriptures, remain spiritual, man. All right, and look at things with a spiritual eye. All right, but yeah, like I said, I'm gonna end it here. Lord's will. This is edifying unto the elect. You know, just remaining circumspect, watching the news. All right, and measuring the times diligently, man. Okay, because like the scriptures say, the days are evil, but the end is near. Okay, so I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Kodash. Until next time, Shalom.